InBusinessNews.
In terms of the trends in the future of the banking sector internationally, I believe that at a global level, banks are changing the way they interact and transact with their customers. The banks are changing the way they assess the risk associated with their customers, and therefore we see them evaluate them differently before they decide to do business with them. But also we see changes in the way they provide their service to them. They are trying to improve the quality of service they provide to them, to improve the overall customer journey and the overall experience that their customers are having across their distribution channel. All this is changing the way we have known banking up to now and how we will get to know banking in the future. I believe Cyprus has made significant progress in recent years, especially after the events of 2013. However, there is still a lot of work to be done in many areas. Banks these days are implementing new policies responding to increasingly complex regulations imposed by the central bank and other international bodies to ensure that they will have a viable business model for the foreseeable future, but also to ensure that the events of 2013 will never happen again. At the same time, they are investing more time and more money in technology that can help them transform the way they do business with their customers, and more specifically in the way they interact and transact with their customers across their distribution channels. At NCR, we see a shift in the market from the assisted service technologies to the self-service technologies, and the main reason for this is the customer himself. Customers are changing their preference on the way they choose to interact and transact with the banks. On one hand, we have the younger generation, the customers of the digital age, who are keen to use the self-service channels of the banks, and on the other hand we have the older generation who are less keen to use the self-service technologies, and therefore they choose to use the traditional channels of the banks. But apart from these two categories, there is also a third type of customers, what we call at NCR as digital immigrants, who are also part of the older generation, but somehow they have managed to emigrate to the new digital age and therefore share the same characteristics with the younger generation. As years go by, we shall see more and more customers being part or emigrating to the digital age, which basically means that more and more customers will shift from the assisted service to the self-service channels. This will change the whole landscape for the banking sector, and the banks will need to transform themselves in order to meet the new requirements of the market. The customer of the future will need simplicity, convenience, and alternative ways of interaction. This way of interaction may be happening on a self-service machine, on the mobile, the internet, and there is a lot of discussion around the Internet of Things at a global level these days. It may be happening on a cloud-based system. It may involve big data analytics at the back end to support a better service at the front end for the customer, and a series of other new technologies that can help the banks respond to these new customer requirements. One of the major lines of business of NCR at the global level is the financial sector. Therefore, NCR supporting the Cyprus Banking Forum is not a surprise. NCR is at the forefront, and I would say we are one of the most relevant companies when it comes to helping the banks to jump, so to speak, on the transformation journey. The Banking Forum is an excellent opportunity for NCR to share our ideas with the local banks, but also to interact with the top executives of the banking sector in Cyprus. NCR has recently launched its new omni-channel range of solutions, namely the NCR Teller, the Interactive Teller, and Interactive Banker solutions, which we are exhibiting in this event and for which NCR has received many awards at the global level. These new solutions aim to help the banks transform the way they interact and transact with their customers, and we believe that they are a game changer for the banking industry. We see many banks around the globe joining us in this transformation journey, and through this event we would like to invite the local banks to join us in this journey as well.